of the most iconic moments in the first Cars movie is the three-way tie. Like, come on, when Lightning McQueen blows both of his back tires and he has to stick his tongue out to tie the King and Chick Hicks. Like, when I was a kid, like, I always thought, like, come on, like, you were so close to winning. You could have just literally gotten tires and probably have been fine, but you know, plot conveniences, if that didn't happen, McQueen would not have met Radiator Springs, Townfolk, and all the other events from Cars 2 and onward probably would have been much, much different. So it's a very important scene in the movie, and of course, sets up the entire rest of the franchise. Now, the diecast for this scene, Finish Line Lightning McQueen here, showing off both burnt off rims or burst tires or whatever you want to call them, and the tongue is severely underrated. Now, granted, a lot of people do like him. He has gotten a few releases, but for the amount of detail Mattel put into this one, making it so movie accurate, I think he deserves to be in Forlorn Favorites. So welcome back, guys. This is what, episode 11? Wow, 3 more to go. It's been a ride, guys. It's been a trip. So we're going to just chug right along here. You know what? I wanted to do a Lightning McQueen and, spoiler alert, Mater in this series, even though they're main characters. There are some parts of them or just some like sides to them that get severely underrated, and so I wanted to give attention to one Mater and one McQueen in the series. I'm not going to say what Mater it is, but it's just my personal opinion. I do think I have some evidence to kind of support why I think these cars are forlorn. Like, I'm not just pulling cars off my shelf being like, yeah, this guy's forlorn, he's forsaken. No, these actually have a purpose. Like, you know, especially with some of the ones in the past here, like, you know, J Limo, and you got Airborne, just some really great cars that have gotten overlooked recently. So yeah, we're going to dive right in. He was originally released in a 3-pack, and then he was also released lenticular in a couple different ways. It's actually pretty funny how many different lenticular releases he had. Now also, he was recently released in the mystery boxes, so that was great for a lot of collectors who missed him back in 2009 and 10. Because he actually did become kind of rare in his 3-pack. Now take a look at him side by side here with a normal Lightning McQueen. Obviously they changed up the expression and they literally match the movie. So there you can see the 3-way tie, and I think it's perfect. You know, it looks exactly like the diecast in my opinion, or as close as it can get. So they did a great job with that. Now, obviously, he does have a mouth plate here, which is how a lot of the cars in the 2009 to 11 era had. And it just makes it easier for Mattel to switch out expressions and change things up. Like, if you had this, and they tell you, like, okay, make it so his tongue's sticking out. And then they tell you, oh, make it, have him have bug teeth. And then you just keep retooling the model over and over again. It's expensive. So instead, they put a plastic mouth plate here and they could just switch it out. Much easier. So it makes sense. It's economical, but they just don't really do it anymore, which I'm happy about because I wasn't a big fan of them. Now the tongue here is very thin, and it's funny how, you know, closely it resembles how it looks in the movie. Like, it kind of bends downward. It's weird to talk about a tongue. It's just weird. So that's all I'm going to say. Anyways, of course, he's got his normal decals here on the rest of them. Piston Cup, Nitro, Mood Springs, Revolting. I'm not going to read them all because there's so many. 95 Bolt there, the classic 2005-2006 Bolt. Rust-eze, 95. There's his signature. Now, one of the main reasons why I chose this guy to be in the series is because of the back tires here and how great they are, yet nobody seems to really care that Mattel actually put the effort in to busting these open like that. They could have easily just left them like this. And now people will say Disney Docket. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't release Finish Line Lightning McQueen with the tires not being like popped. Like, Mattel would not release them like that. I completely disagree. And it's because they did. With this Muddy Rust-eze Racing Center Lightning McQueen, this tire should be popped. There should be a stop sign in here that popped it, and yet they just left it full. And so if they could do it with that, they could easily do it with a Finish Line Lightning McQueen here. So I'm very grateful that they actually changed it up here because, you know, it's not cheap to do that. You know, this is something very different for them. And they look nice. You know, they're detailed. They look worn down. I mean, and they should, because they've been running on the pavement for 500 yards about. Probably even a little bit more than that. It would have been cool if one of them was so much worse than the other, because obviously one popped for the other, so it would have been cool to see, you know, oh, I don't remember which one popped first, but like, oh my gosh, this one's like torn down to the like rail, and the other one's still okay, tolerable. So you got Rust-eze on the back here, medicated bumper ointment. Just an overall really nice car, conversational piece, good for stop motions because of how movie accurate it is. Bringing in the squad here, of course you have the King and Chick Hicks. Creates a nice little recreation here. Reenactment, recreation, whatever you want to call it. I love how they kept on playing it over and over again, like the security and just the officials here, like these guys here. Just kept on playing it over and over again to see who actually won. And I'm surprised the tongue counted, like, as part of him. Like, I thought it would only just be, like, the body. Like, let's just say that the King and Chick Hicks stuck their tongues out then. So McQueen would automatically have lost because the King and Chick were up to his tongue with the front edge of their bumper. So that automatically eliminates McQueen. So then it's just down to which of them has a longer tongue. And again, we're back on the subject of tongues. How did this happen? But anyway, I just found that a little weird when I was a kid. I was like, first of all, he should have easily won that race. And second of all, really? The tongue is what saved him there? But yeah, guys. Great scene. Great diecast. Deserves some more attention. And that is all for Forlorn Favorites episode 11. I can't believe, like I said, we're already on to this episode. But yeah, this McQueen definitely deserves some attention. I'm sorry if I'm boring you in this series, because obviously, like, oh my gosh, there was just a mega crash. I don't know what happened over there. I hope you guys don't mind that big noise in the background. But yeah, hopefully I'm not boring you guys, because some of these cars you already know about. Maybe to you, they're not Forlorn. Maybe this is like your favorite car ever. But just a series that I thought would be fun and just nice and easy for me to record before I head off to college, because I'll be gone for like 14 weeks. And so I thought, make a 14 episode series and release one per week. It'd be perfect. So yeah, that's what I did. I hope you guys don't mind it. I will see you guys next week for episode 12. Bye now.